Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to talk about the joy of missing out. I personally used to experience the fear of missing out. I used to do things from that place of fear, go to events because I didn't want to miss out. But a few years ago, I discovered the joy of missing out, and I just wanted to share that with you all. It has transformed my life significantly. And one of the examples that I can remember over the last few years is, I've been working at this place for a while, and I know a few people there. And I remember they must have made some plans to go to brunch, on a particular day. And, the plans were already set in stone, or I guess they've already made the plans. And I was just in the bathroom washing my hands, and I said hi to the person next to me as we were washing our hands. And she was like, "Oh my God, did I invite you to the brunch? We're doing this brunch and blah, blah." And then that's how I got invited, and that's how I got to hang out. And, it's not a big deal. Like, going to, like, couldn't care less about brunch. It was really fun, and I was really happy to be invited. But like, but the point of that story is that it really solidified for me that I will be where I'm meant to be. They didn't even think about me when they were making those plans, but ultimately, like, I got invited, like, without doing anything to get invited. And I feel like, to me, it just says to me, like, oh, I was meant to be there, like, even though they didn't think of me in that. But there are also other things where it's like, oh, people don't remember to invite you, and like, maybe it's just like not really where you're meant to be, you know what I mean? To really experience the joy of missing out, I feel like you need to understand the importance of actively focusing on what is for you and intentionally turning away from what is not for you, right? I think one of the most important things is just like, not everything is for you. Like, there's so many good things in the world, but like, not all of it is for you. Like, not every good thing that people are doing or that people are being invited to is for me. And that is so okay, right? Like, my time is limited, your time is limited. We have so much that is really good that we need to spend our time doing. And so for me, that was part of how I started to experience the joy of missing out. So I'll say three things about the joy of missing out. So the first thing I'll say is that missing out can help you to fully and wholly tap into what is for you. So the first benefit is that it creates space for what is for you by making sure that you're not spending your energy and effort in spaces that just aren't for you. So for me, if I'm not invited to something, it means that that space is available for me, for like what is right for me. And I guess this outlook for me comes from this trust that I cannot miss out on what is for me. And if I miss out on it, it means it's not for me. Like, that's just like, I think that's the like ultimate trust that you need to have. And then the second thing I'll say is that missing out is valuable information. Like, it is so useful to like collect that information and like understand. Like, if friends don't invite you to this or that thing, if you don't get that promotion, that is information on where you need to place effort. For me, I found that it has given me useful information on where I am freely and warmly welcomed and where I'm not. I feel like when I used to experience the fear of missing out, I would do everything to make sure I was positioned well to like be at the thing that I didn't want to miss out on. But it's like, if it takes all of that, there's other things that I've, like, for example, the story that I told at the beginning, like I was just living my life. I was just washing my hands after using the bathroom, like, and then I got invited to brunch. Those are the kinds of spaces that I want to be in. Like, if you miss out on a promotion, for example, that is information like, oh, do I need to put more effort into this space? Or is this space really just not for me? Like, is this a space where my growth is not natural? I feel like there's some spaces where, like, you go and you do your best, and it yields like wonderful results, and that is useful information. But there's some spaces where you do your best, and no matter what you do, it's not valued. I think that that's useful information. And then the third thing and final thing is that missing out can help you not miss out on the right things. It's important not to push into spaces that are not for you, so that you have the energy to create the world that you want to live in. One of the most frustrating things that I hear people talking about a lot is about how lonely and individualized the world is, especially in Western cultures, and as if the world just became that way. Like, whatever the world is, we as a society have created it this way. So while we cannot individually drive collective change, we have some level of influence in the world. And we need to intentionally make the world that we want to see and step away from the world that we do not want to see. Because when we step away from that world, that's one less person there. People around you are classist. If the people around you, look down on people, elitist, those kinds of things, like stepping away from it, while you can't change them, right? But you stepping away, that's one less classist person, that's one less elitist person. It's hard to miss out on events or communities or things that that look fun. But for me, like whenever I see things that that people are doing that maybe I wasn't invited, or maybe I was invited and I decided not to go, I really lean into the joy of having that space back in my life, that I have said no to this thing. Then I think about, what am I saying yes to? Now that I've said no to this, what am I saying yes to? So I just want to encourage you that no need to have the fear of missing out. There's nothing that you are missing out on is that good. Like, it's not, if you're missing out on it, it is not for you, and you're okay. And there's just so much abundance in this world, right? If you miss out on that thing, the other thing is coming. You're all good. That's it. I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to leave in the comments what you think about this topic. There's so much more that I could say about it, but I wanted to keep this video brief and punchy. So please feel free to add more in the comments. I would love to engage with that. Have a lovely day.